Today, the International Energy Agency says that global demand for fossil fuels will peak by 2030. But that's, quote, not nearly enough, they say. Well, for more, Anna Stewart joins us now from London. Anna.
So this is the roadmap to 2050, what the world needs to do to ensure that global warming doesn't breach that 1.5 degree limit. And there was some good news in the report. Firstly, it's entirely possible that we get there. And secondly, there has been record growth in clean energy capacity, particularly solar and electric vehicles. But then you look at what needs to happen next, and the goals are pretty steep. By 2030, the IEA is saying there needs to be a tripling of renewable energy capacity. And by 2030, there needs to be a 25% drop in fossil fuel demand. Now, it's going to cost a lot. So currently, investment in clean energy is around $1.8 trillion this year. The IEA is saying that in the early 2030s, it needs to increase to $4.5 trillion a year. Now, Fatih Birol, who's the executive director of the IEA, has already said that he believes oil will peak before 2030, which didn't go down particularly well with OPEC, I have to say. And today he's got a warning, actually, for governments. He says, we have a very clear message. Strong international cooperation is crucial to success. Governments need to separate climate from geopolitics, given the scale of the challenge at hand. And I wonder, actually, whether this warning is quite pointed towards certain governments in particular. For instance, China, their climate envoy recently said they don't believe that phasing out fossil fuels entirely is realistic. Or, of course, here in the UK, where they've actually watered down some of their climate policies, believing that they're already on target, so why be more ambitious? And all of this, of course, just weeks ahead of COP28, which I believe will keeping you rather busy, Becky, given it's being hosted by the UAE this year.